We all want to get better at golf, but sometimes we don't have time to take a golf lesson, or maybe we just don't have the funds to do it. So today I'm going to give you five things that you can do on your own that are guaranteed to help you start playing better golf that do not require you taking a golf lesson. Now I'm telling you what, if you love golf, this is the place for you. US Golf TV is the place because each and every week we're putting out great content that's helping people play better golf. So be sure to subscribe and be sure to ring the bell so you know when new information is out and ready for you to help you play better golf. Now let's dive right into this. 5 things that we can do as an amateur golfer to help us play better golf. So the first thing I want to talk about is the concept of a circle. And what does the actual golf swing look like? Now, in its most basic form, the golf swing is basically a circle. Now, what I mean by that is that when you swing the golf club, whether you're swinging a 6-iron or a driver, doesn't matter, but the swing has a certain shape to it. Now, that shape is basically a circle. So if I'm going to demonstrate, if I just set in here as a right-handed golfer, when I swing the club back, my arms and the club and my hands travel above my trail shoulder, which is my right shoulder. And when they go through, they go up over my left shoulder. Okay, so the shape of the golf swing is basically a circle. And that simple concept of the visualization of a circle can help you start improving your golf swing almost immediately. Now, some people's golf swing, some circles are more round. Okay, some are more lower and around on both sides. Some of them are more upright. It doesn't really matter what the circle shape is in terms of the angle. What's important is that it's a true circle, meaning it has balance and symmetry on both sides. So what I mean by that is if you swing the club back above your right shoulder on the backswing, you want to swing it above the left shoulder on the forward swing. You don't want to be below the shoulder and then above the shoulder. What you want to be is equal on both sides. So if you're below the shoulder on this side, you're probably best to be below the shoulder on that side. So that's concept number 1. Think of your golf swing as a circle, and that image and that visual will help you get a sense of where you're going with that. Now the next one I want to talk about is grip pressure. And at the end here, I'm going to share with you a bonus drill that ties all this together. I'm not going to lie, it's a challenging drill, but it's definitely going to help you out. We're going to do that at the end. But the second one we want to talk about is grip pressure. So here's the thing with grip pressure. Some people say you should grip it tight. Some say you should, feel like you're holding a bird, really grip it light. Okay, we hear all types of things. Here's what you need to know is that you want your grip pressure to be consistent. That's number 1. So if you grip it and you grip it kind of firm, that's okay. If you grip it a little bit light, that's okay also. The key here is that you want your grip pressure to be consistent. Now when people run into problems with grip pressure is not so much actually grip pressure, but it's when their forearms get really tight. So when they're holding it, their grip pressures may be firm, but their forearms are super tight. If your forearms are tight, now you do have a problem. So when you're thinking about grip pressure, be consistent with the grip pressure, but also have some awareness of the tension you might have in your forearms. Now a simple way to check that is just what I call the waggle drill. So when you're set in there, just give the club a little bit of a waggle back and forth. You see this on TV all the time. A lot of the great players, they've got a little bit of a waggle. They're moving the club there. Now what are they doing? It's going to be based on the individual, but they're certainly keeping their forearms relaxed and their grip pressure consistent. So that's tip number 2. The next one we want to talk about is ball position. You don't need to take a golf lesson to understand ball position, right? Here's what you got to know. When you're hitting an iron, when the club's on the ground, you want the ball to be basically in the center of your stance, all right? And when you're hitting a driver, you want it to be slightly forward in the stance. So here's a tip, here's a suggestion that you can do to get the ball basically in the right spot every single time. When you're hitting your iron, put your feet together, club down by the ball, separate your lead foot towards the target, trail foot away from the target, and do that so that each foot moves about equal distance on both sides. When you do that, the ball for your irons is going to be relatively close. When you're hitting your driver, same basic process, feet together, but this time your lead foot is going to take just a little step, maybe 2 or 3 inches, and then your trail foot is going to take the big step. And that will get the ball a little bit more forward in your stance, kind of off the inside of your lead arm or the inside of your lead heel, and that will help you get the ball in the right spot. So hopefully some of this is making sense. I got 2 more to go here, and then I got a bonus drill at the end. Now, hey, be sure to leave a comment or a question. I do my best to answer all those, or maybe you've got a tip with ball position or grip pressure or the shape of the swing that's helped you play better golf. Be sure to share that because you might help our fellow golfers. All right, so number 4. Number 4, we're talking about balance. You don't need to take a golf lesson to understand balance. We all know that balance is important. Now, notice when I say the word balance, I'm not going to say you have to swing slow. I'm not going to say that you have to really bring your swing down. You can swing the club as fast as you want as long as you have good balance, all right? So what's a good checkpoint for balance, or what's a good drill? Simple. When you finish your swing, your knees should be touching. Okay, so when I finish my golf swing, I don't care how fast I swing it, quite honestly, the faster you can swing, and as long as you're hitting the ball relatively straight, the better, right? So when you finish your swing, just make sure that your knees are touching. That's a simple drill. You don't take a golf lesson to know that. Get your knees touching, you're going to be facing the target, and you're probably going to be in balance. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. All right, so those are 4 of them. I've given you 4 things already that you can do to help you play better golf that don't require a lot of practice or a lesson. Number 5, then we're going to get into the bonus tip here. Number 5 is tempo. Now what I mean by tempo is I mean basically like the rate of acceleration. People throw this word out a lot, tempo, timing. What does that mean? Well, to me, that means the rate of acceleration. You want your golf swing to gradually be building speed so that it reaches maximum speed at the moment of impact. So think of this analogy when you're thinking about tempo. Think of a car merging onto the interstate. Okay, when you're on the on-ramp, okay, you want to gradually be increasing your speed so that when you get to the traffic and you merge, you're traveling at a consistent rate and you're maintaining that rate so you can merge into traffic. You don't want to just gas it right out of the chute. You don't want to go super slow. You want to gradually increase your speed. So a good drill to help you do that is what I like to call the right-left drill. So when we use the word right, I'm a right-handed golfer. You're going to have to flip this if you're a lefty. For right-handed, when I say right, the weight and pressure is on my right foot and the club's on the right side. When I say left, the club, my arms, my weight is on my left foot or on my front foot. So it looks like this. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And I'll do that 3 times, and I'll just step up and hit a shot. Now, it's important that you say that phrase to yourself because what you're trying to create is some rhythm and some consistencies. And the rate at which you say those words, right, left, will help you understand the concept. So let me take it from the top here. So, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now you'll notice I increased that a little bit each time that I said the phrase, and then I'd step up over the ball, and boom, right, left, and I'm off and running. So that's 5 tips. 5 tips, 5 things that you can do without taking a golf lesson that can help you play better golf. But now I want to give you a bonus tip. Now, this is a tough one, but I think you can handle it, and it can really tie all these together. And I call this drill 4 equals 3. Yes, I know, doesn't make any sense. 4 equals 3, what are you talking about? But we're going to make 4 swings, and we're going to hit 3 golf balls. All right, 4 swings, and we're going to hit 3 golf balls. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to take 3 golf balls, and you're going to kind of put them in a nice straight line, and you're going to put them far enough apart so that you don't feel like you're going to hit one. Or excuse me, you're not going to hit 2 of them at one time. Now, the first swing is going to be a practice swing. And then on the second swing, I'm going to hit the first ball. Okay, on the third swing, I'm going to hit the second ball. And on the fourth swing, I'm going to hit the third ball. Now, the key here is that once you start swinging, once you start that initial swing, you've got to keep swinging until the last ball is gone. Okay? So let me go ahead and demonstrate that, and kind of we'll tie all this together. So first swing is just a swing, and then I'm going to hit a ball, hit a ball, hit a ball. So here we go. Now I'm doing this drill with the 6-iron, and I'm not trying to hit them full speed to begin with. You can build up to that as you get going. All right, here we go. All right, so you'll notice when I'm doing that, all 4 things are happening. That club is swinging in a circle. I've got to have good, relaxed, consistent grip pressure. The ball darn well better be in the right spot, or I'm not going to be making good solid contact. My balance is excellent because it needs to be, otherwise I'm going to fall over. And last but not least, my tempo is right where it needs to be. So you don't need to take a golf lesson to get better at golf. Do these 5 things, do this bonus tip, and you'll start playing better golf without even taking a lesson.